honey, buckle up because this royal drama just took a scandalous nosedive. Prince Harry isn't flying to London for a friendly cup of tea or a quick hug with daddy. Nope, he's reportedly on that private jet in full-blown panic mode. You heard that right. Sources say this sudden trip wasn't on any royal calendar. It was triggered. Apparently, whispers flew from Buckingham Palace all the way to Montecito that the palace is moving forward with plans to strip the Duke and Duchess of Sussex of their royal titles. Let that sink in. The titles that define who they are, who their kids are, and the last golden thread tying them to the sparkle of royalty. When the news hit Harry's ears, chaos exploded inside his team. Advisors panicked, phones rang nonstop, and Harry, he wanted the first flight out. No press release, no PR spin, just a desperate man clutching what's left of his royal identity. But here's the twist that's shaking every palace watcher, the person Harry's rushing to convince isn't even his father. It's Prince William. Because while King Charles battles cancer quietly, his eldest son, our newly assertive William Darling, has taken full control. And let me tell you, he's not here for drama, he's here for order. Insiders say William's cleaning house, and no one, not even Harry, is safe. Palace whispers claim Harry's racing to get a face-to-face meeting with both Charles and William before anything becomes official. He's even ready to swallow his pride, admit mistakes, and beg for one last royal lifeline. But guess what? The palace hasn't confirmed anything. No welcome, no acknowledgement, nothing but icy silence. And if there's one thing royal insiders know, when Buckingham Palace goes that quiet, it usually means only one thing: they're not happy he's coming. So as Harry's jet cuts through the clouds toward London, one truth echoes loud and clear: he's not flying home for love. He's flying straight into a royal reckoning. Because behind those palace walls, something seismic has shifted. Charles may still wear the crown, but William? Oh, darling, he's running the kingdom now. Welcome to what insiders are calling the pre-succession period royal code for William is already calling the shots. Charles's illness softened him, made him sentimental. But William, he's not here for tears. He's all about strategy, accountability, and image control. To him, the monarchy isn't a family anymore, it's a brand. And that brand has been bleeding scandal. Every Netflix confession, every tell-all, every truth bomb interview, they all trace back to the same culprits, the Sussexes. And with Charles too weak to intervene, William's had enough. He's been meeting with advisors, drafting reforms, reshaping the entire royal structure from the inside out. And you want to know when the patience finally snapped? 2 little words: the Yorks. Because Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson have turned royal embarrassment into a full-time sport. The Epstein saga is back in the headlines, and this time, it's uglier. Sources claim new emails may tie Andrew not just socially, but financially to Epstein. Even whispers that Scotland Yard may have been used to smear Virginia Roberts, one of Epstein's accusers. And Fergie? Oh, Fergie! Allegedly pocketed over £2 million from Epstein, maybe more? Some insiders say Epstein funded her lifestyle for nearly 15 years. If that's true, it's beyond scandal, it's betrayal. Imagine William reading those reports in Kensington Palace, jaw clenched, realizing the rot isn't just in the tabloids, it's inside the royal family itself. So what does William do? He doesn't scream. He doesn't tweet. He lawyers up. Word is he's quietly assembled a dream team of legal experts. Their mission? Find a constitutional pathway to strip royal titles, legally. Remember that. Public petition to remove the Sussexes' titles? Parliament brushed it off, saying only the monarch could act. Well, William's making sure the next monarch can. The rumored plan is brutal but brilliant. Start with Prince Andrew, set a legal precedent, then apply the same process to Harry and Meghan. That way, it's not personal revenge, it's policy. It's cold, calculated, and totally William. Even Westminster insiders are quietly backing him. They want a modern monarchy, cleaner, leaner, scandal-free. So while Harry's midair rehearsing his apology, William's signing off on documents that could erase his brother's royal existence with a single stroke. And guess what's happening across the ocean? Meghan's already turning headlines into a business plan. Word is, she's preparing to launch her own cosmetics line. But there's a catch that's sending the palace into silent panic. The late queen explicitly told her never to use her royal title for profit. But Meghan? Oh, she found a loophole. Allegedly, she's legally changed her surname to Duchess of Sussex. That means even if the title is stripped, she can still sign contracts as Meghan Duchess of Sussex. It's bold, it's defiant. It's classic Meghan Hollywood wrapped in royal silk. But William's not laughing. Reports say he's already moved to block any trademarks using the Duchess of Sussex name. Even the famous Diana watch she flaunted, gone. Sources claim William demanded no more royal heirlooms used for publicity. Now, Meghan's reportedly fuming in Montecito while William dismantles her brand from across the ocean. The late queen warned her, never play the royal game unless you're ready to lose. And William? He's making sure she never wins it again. When Harry found out William was preparing the paperwork, insiders say he lost it. Full panic mode. Forget emails, he wants a face-to-face showdown. He's planning to apologize, appeal to family, maybe even beg. But palace staff whisper William's not buying it. He doesn't want explanations, one courtier allegedly said. He wants an example. Meaning, if Harry wants forgiveness, he has to prove it canceled the memoir, cut ties with Meghan's ventures, and become the quiet royal he once refused to be. Can you imagine that meeting? On one side, Harry desperate, emotional, clinging to family. On the other, William, the future king, treating his brother like a liability. The tension could split the crown itself. And poor King Charles, reportedly sitting alone, hands trembling around his teacup, he's torn between love and duty. His heart aches for Harry, but his crown demands stability. Insiders say government officials have already warned him stabilize the monarchy or will tighten the constitutional leash. Translation: no more royal crises tolerated. So now Charles faces the impossible protect his son or protect the institution that not defines him. And when he looks at William, he sees strength. When he looks at Harry, he sees chaos. And in the royal world, legacy always wins over love. If William actually signs those papers, here's what happens. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, poof, deleted from the royal website. Harry reverts to Henry Charles Albert David Mountbatten Windsor. Meghan becomes Mrs. Mountbatten Windsor. Archie and Lilibet lose their prince and princess titles, and with that, their entire empire begins to crumble. No titles mean no royal security, fewer invitations, and a nosedive in market value. The book deals, Netflix contracts, brand endorsements, all of it was built on one thing: royalty. Take away the Duke and Duchess, and what's left? For Meghan, it's a branding nightmare. For Harry, it's an identity collapse. He built a life outside the palace, but never escaped being defined by it. And once that link is cut, he's just another celebrity with a past. As one insider brutally put it, without the titles, they're just another couple with a podcast and old stories. The next morning, sunlight spills over Buckingham Palace, golden, cold, and symbolic. Inside, William sits at his desk, signing documents that redefine the monarchy. Across the world, in California, Meghan reportedly refreshes the royal website in disbelief as their names vanish. Years of image crafting gone with a click. Harry, meanwhile, replays his last moment with William, a silent stare that said more than any speech ever could. And as the digital eraser wipes Duke and Duchess of Sussex from history, a new era begins. William's purge has made the monarchy colder, sharper, more disciplined. The indulgent days are over. The age of accountability has begun. The crown survives. The family doesn't. Because in the end, power doesn't whisper. It reigns. And William, with ice in his veins and steady hands, just proved he's not waiting for the throne. He's already wearing it. But darling, if you think the story ends with that royal website update, oh no, grab your teacup because the aftershock has only just begun. The moment the titles vanished, the internet exploded. Royal watchers, gossip pages, even international outlets, everyone was screaming, it finally happened. Hashtags like #RoyalReckoning and #by Sussex titles started trending within minutes. Some fans cried betrayal, others called it justice. But inside Montecito, sources say the mood turned glacial. Neighbors spotted Harry pacing their garden at dawn, phone in hand, face pale. He wasn't calling friends, he was calling London. Desperately. One insider claimed he left multiple voicemails for William and even one for King Charles, a quiet, trembling message that simply said, "I never meant for it to end like this." Meanwhile, Meghan's reaction was fire and fury. Word is, she's furious at the palace for what she calls public humiliation. Insiders whisper that. Her legal team is exploring image protection options, while her PR circle is preparing an emergency rebranding plan, something glossy, independent, and dripping with Hollywood glitz. But the British tabloids? They're having the time of their lives. Headlines like "William's Ice Age begins" and "Harry stripped bare" fill every front page. Palace aides, once tight-lipped, are suddenly sources close to the matter, spilling tea about a monarchy that's colder, more corporate, and terrifyingly efficient. Even in Parliament, the chatter is electric. MPs reportedly praised William's discipline and called it the dawn of a new, modern crown. For the first time in decades, the monarchy is being described as professional. But behind that polished surface lies heartbreak. Charles, they say, hasn't smiled in days. Staff spotted him staring at an old family photo Diana holding a young Harry, William's arm around him before quietly turning it face down on his desk. One aide whispered he lost his sons in two different ways, one to duty, one to distance. And that, darling, is the tragedy behind the spectacle. The monarchy survived, but the family shattered. William may have secured the future of the crown, but at what cost? Because deep down, even the most loyal royalist can see it. When history writes this chapter, it won't just remember the king who ruled with power, it'll remember the brothers who stopped speaking. And as night falls over Buckingham Palace, those golden gates may gleam under the moonlight, but behind them, silence. Cold, royal silence.